Yemenite, what's poppin'? What's up? What's up? What's poppin' in the kennel, man? It's Snake Dog 916 live early in the morning, man. Freya, what's going on? Good and tired. Yo, yo. Let's see how many people up real quick, man. Three people, 3 likes. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. Yeah. So what's happening with the kennel, man? How y'all doing, man? Hey, I'm gonna come on real quick, right? I know it's been a while since I talked about paperwork, right? So there's rules and regulations, right? Just for people who think that prison is just a place full of Texas. Good morning. Who think prison is just a place full of anarchy, right? It's not. It's not, right? It's rules and regulations to anybody pushing on a line in prison, right? If you walk in a line in prison, you are not walking around ruleless. There are rules to almost everything you do in prison. And paperwork is something that drives most of all the rules. Not drives, but is involved. Yeah, new times is crazy, man. One thing that has a lot to do with every car in prison is paperwork. Paperwork is something that is frequently checked, frequently double checked. Like by having, like, what you show me, okay, cool, but then I have my people go check the record number in your county to make sure that I haven't got any doctor documents, depending on the situation. And one of the cars that check paperwork the hardest and the most, they go the most in depth with paperwork checks, is the Southern Mexican car. So the Southern Mexicans, or the Sureños, or Southsiders, or whatever you want to call it, I have had the experience in conversations with the ones that I was able to talk to without exposing any names and not get nobody in trouble. And they do pretty decent background checks on your people. And they go pretty hard when they find out any little infraction that shouldn't be there. They try to take your whole head off. So, and also, one thing that, like, I believe there was a video in, such as Badger. Badger put out a video. OG Badger, heavy hitters, go check him out. Welcome, Boppers was having. Like, Badger put out in his interview with me, I believe, and on his channel, he said that he had checked his celly's paperwork and found out that his celly was bad, like a child molester or something, and he ended up having to kill him. So the word came down that he had to put the work in to handle that business, right? Because he's the one that found the paperwork, right? Well, there's another thing on the other side. The flip side of that is, if you put out bad information about somebody and you can't produce that paperwork, you end up being the person that gets hit. You can't. It's against prison politics and the way prison works, to put out, Roscoe was. It's against politics. It's against the rules to put out smut behavior. Yeah, he put in order to put out anything that's smutting, like somebody who ran out on a dope debt, somebody who abused a child, somebody who molested someone, someone who was a rapist, piece of shit, somebody that, that done something really foul that can get you killed. For you to put out that kind of information on somebody and not have paperwork is just as bad as you being the person that did the bad information you're trying to put out on. You understand what I mean? So if you say somebody was a child molester and you can't prove there was a child molester, you just as bad as being a child molester. If y'all understand what I mean. And that's why paperwork is so important. Because you're playing with somebody's life when you're making accusations like that. And it might just be your life you're playing with. You know what I mean? Like I've heard people say, oh, this dude's a rat, or this dude's a snitch, or this dude's a PC, or this dude's a child molester, a woman beater, or whatever, right? Absolute fact, unless you can show me paperwork, I don't want to hear it. Even out here, even though I don't live under penitentiary politics no more, you can't tell me none of that about nobody out here, because I don't want to hear it unless you can show me paperwork proof. And if you an ex-convict and you telling me this, I know you know the rules, so I'm going to stop fucking with you, because you should have had the information before you brought that to my attention. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Rafac's fact. Yes, sir. Yeah. All over the Sacramento, and they got them on the Bay Area. They got Rafac's for the Bay Area, too. Yeah. Morning. 138 Bloods. What's happening, homie? I see you, bruh. Yeah, but in California, I'm talking about, right? We don't make false accusations about other people, man. Without paperwork. That's a fact. And another thing is, there's cars, there's races, right? And it's what might be bad in my car might not be bad in your car. You know what I mean? We might have, our cars might have different moral. Because, correct me if I'm wrong, if there's any men in here that have been down in California, but I believe white men, it's bad to be a woman beater for a white man. To have a domestic violence, I think it's bad for a white man. Well, if you're involved in a racial group, because I believe something about the 12 words or the 14 words or whatever it is, 18, what their constitution, man, whatever their constitution says, I think it says something about preserving the race. And if you're beating a white woman, how are you preserving the race? So I think that makes you bad. I'm not positive. I think that'll make you bad. But as far as black men, it's not, I don't agree with it at all, beating women. I would never get on somebody in prison because that's his case. I just personally don't feel like, that's my type of get down. That's not my get down. But it's not a removable offense in the black card. As I believe in the white cards are removable offense. So what I'm saying is there's different rules for different cars. I mean, what are these youngsters doing out here? It's a damn shame, man. Sun up. Okay. But yeah, I just thought I'd come on here and last but not least, right? I might not check all paperwork because different states have different rules. But if you see somebody on my channel from California, You can best believe they not a child molester. They not a rat. Period. Period. No more questions. Shout out to Big JD from Prison Break Raw. Salute, brother. I'm out of here.